has enjoyed the poppy fields for many years. But now that I am 90 years old, it is time to sell. The property is located just south of Quail Lake and a 19,300 home project by Centennial. It's been approved by the Los Angeles Board of Supervisors. Our 4 parcels are in red. Our property is directly across from the Quail Lake parking lot. Just off I-5 on the 138 is Quail Lake. This is the parking lot. Behind that is Tejon Ranch. This is a heavily traveled road. It will be widened to 4 lanes. Information is in our mailbox and in our drop box. From here we go up into the poppy fields. Sandra is on top of the poppy fields. Turn up this road and it's a glorious sight this time of year. We come to the first gate, which belongs to me, with the Cordova property on the other side. Up the dirt road we come to my gate, which is an all-weather road. We enter parcel number 1 with 40 acres. This is a porch.
Nice.
That's the longest porch I've ever seen. At one end of the porch, there are oak trees valued at $120,000. See drop box for evaluation. Outdoor barbecue. And the path kind of meanders a little bit. And we come up to this clearing where even the foundation was taken out. This is the road that leads up to the old ranch house area. And now we're there looking out over the porch. The former owner was going to build his home next door, opposite the fire tank. I paid Mr. Rogers, who worked for the Border Control, $6,000 an acre for these 40 acres in 2008. Before he was transferred, he was going to retire the border horses and build a manufactured home here with this view in the winter. The power lines have a new transformer. The Gorman Fire Department trains its recruits at our tank. Previous owners' plans are in our drop box. Our 110 and 220 power lines running above ground. The 220 switches operate the well. See authorized well report in Dropbox. The road goes up to a gate for a large corral that has electrified 12-volt fence going all the way around it. Inside the corral is a 10,000-gallon water tank and a small hay barn. Previous owner put in electricity. Leaving the corral, we come to Ward's Retreat. We enter the fun parcel number 220 acres. Mini motocross. The rifle range is in back of the south berm, where we have even more valuable scrub oak than we had on the porch. The rifle range is marked every 50 feet.
Give it back there, got it. I wasn't expecting that, Mike.
The road into the main camping site is 20 feet wide. With 3 box canyons, you really can't hear anything going on. This is the porch area of the main ranch house. Behind the porch are 3 RV parking areas. This is my work area, parked next to a septic tank and water. We have a wash. By each water valve is a electrical line that runs underground. To winterize, we open this valve after closing the valves at the 4,000 and 5,000 gallon tank. This was a cattle yard, and that is the slaughterhouse area. We found the stones that had been cleared from the land for farming over 100 years ago and brought it here. 3 of the stones surrounding the fire pit are solid quartz. Mining took place on this property. Our neighbor next door, Arnold Britton, does all of our tractoring. All the neighbors are especially helpful. Regulation sand volleyball court with the camping area over here. This is one of 7 water faucets. Each one has electricity nearby. And this is the temporary power pole that's not connected to the last power pole in the area. In the former cattle yard, there used to be a cowboy home. These steps lead up to its porch, which we call the theater. We also have picnic tables and barbecue. The main camping area has a road in front of it and a road behind it. This area here can be used for parking or a bounce house or even a swimming pool. The dirt bikes sit on a trailer that can be pulled out, and there's a cement slab that the container sits on, as well as the motorhome, and this is where I like to work. RVs like to park here because of the water and the septic tank. This tank is fed by a spring that was used for the former ranch house. It is a 4,000 gallon metal tank, and we are
digging a foot lower to get the water.
This is one of secluded 3-box canyons that has the ranch house and the cowboy house, the cattle yard, and over that hill is the rifle range. The 3rd box canyon on the 20 acres is the archery range with the reservoir on top. There is lots of yucca. Which one are you shooting for, the first one? Going out and looking down on camp. Coming out of the 20-acre parcel, we look back on the 40-acre parcel. This is in November, and it still is gorgeous. Even the sunflowers. This is the 5,000 gallon tank with a 100 gallon overflow tank, which I was going to use for a water slide. That is the dam path, so-called because of the reservoir that's behind that fence, as we go out of the 20 acres into the 40 acres through this gate. Early spring. We enter the 3rd parcel with a spring and reservoir and much more. As we go through the gate into the 40 acres, you can see the V where they siphoned the water over from the spring into the reservoir. We could not get the siphon to work, so we had to dig 35 feet. This is how we got the gravity feed of water from the spring to the reservoir and camp. The spring comes in from the side as well as the gully. The 4 water collectors feed this junction that gravity feed into the reservoir or into the green tank for camp. My water system is diagrammed in the drop box. We watch the animals and birds in the pond. This road goes to the northeast corner of our property where the gate opens into the Catholic Church property. Our fence line is over there on top of that hill. We are on top of Hill Camp, and you can see how it looks all over the north and south 40 acres. In the background is the aqueduct. A gas line runs underneath this road that is on top of the 3 box canyons. It begins on the west side with a 300-foot well that is not in use. Near the well and at the top of the rifle range is a grove of pine trees. All of this is part of the North 40 with several camps. We cross over to go up to Quail Camp, which overlooks the pond and Quail Lake. The aqueduct comes out of Quail Lake just as you turn up to our camp. In the background is 138, Gorman City, Alamo Mountain, I-5, and the road to camp. Parcel 4 with 40 acres has 2 gates that lead to the Angeles National Forest. This just takes your breath away. From our largest camp, you can see for miles. The road winds down and goes out a gate into the National Forest, and the trails can take you to Castaic Lake area or Lake Hughes. It is beautiful even in the winter. The area has been cleaned out for farming and cattle grazing. I'm told that the soil is one of the best. Deer and quail and other animals are often found on the property, even in the camps. Come on. Enjoy some fun clips. No.
This is gonna be bad.
Oh,
Close. We're gonna shoot more. Or you can grab it. Oh! Holy crap, Charles!
Hi, Julie. Where are you going?
I don't know. I don't think we're going anywhere now. Lost that gun.
Smoke from the gigantic fire of last night. Down on Hill Camp. 10 campsites are used by church, scout, and other community groups.
We have about, what do you say, 90 kids up here?
Oh, that's better.
Who's driving? Welcome to all to the glorious poppy fields.